Yeah. Hello everyone, I am Dr. Mrs. Sheikh Esef from Zoology Department, Yeshwantrao Chauhan Institute of Science, Satara. In last video lecture, we have to learn about evolution of heart, fish and amphibian. Today, we are going to learn about evolution of heart in reptile, birds and mammals. So, let us start with our video lecture. In reptile, heart of reptile is advanced than amphibians. It shows two auricles and two ventricles. A reptilian heart with partially four chambers, two auricles and two incomplete ventricles, permits a partial mixing of arterial and venous blood before distribution. Thus, they represent transitional heart. In most reptiles, ventricle is partially divided by interventricular septum, which reduces the mixing of oxygenated and deoxygenated blood. For example, in crocodilians. In reptiles, for example, in the lizard, this is the triangular heart, it's showing two auricle, one ventricle. In between this auricle, there is interauricular septum. In the right auricle, there is opening of sinoauricular aperture, and in left auricle, opening of pulmonary vein, which carry blood from the lungs. Then auricle opens into the ventricle by auriculoventricular aperture and guarded by a valve. It is called auriculoventricular valve. Then ventricle, it is the triangular and it's showing muscular ridges. And due to this, there is a mixing of pure blood and impure blood, and this supplies to the body parts. And this pulmonary aorta, which supply blood to the lungs for purification. For example, in crocodilians, four-chambered heart having two auricles and two ventricles. There is a complete separation of oxygenated and deoxygenated blood is not achieved. The right and left systemic aorta carrying arterial and venous blood respectively join to form dorsal aorta in which two bloods get mixed before distribution. Besides, a small opening called foramina panniza connecting two aortae at their base and brings about some mixing of blood. A sinus venosus is present in all reptiles. The conus and ventral aorta of embryo becomes split in the adult into three distinct trunks: pulmonary, right and left systemic trunks. What is the meaning of transitional heart? Transitional heart showing a midway condition between two-chambered heart of fishes with single circulation and four-chambered hearts of birds and mammal with double circulation and complete separation of arterial and venous blood. Then we see four-chambered heart or pulmonary heart, which is found in the birds and mammal. Bird and mammal have completely divided ventricle so that their heart is completely four-chambered heart, two auricle and two ventricles. The left auricle receives aerated blood from lungs, pours into the left ventricle, which pumps it to entire body through systemic circulation. Then right auricle receives deoxygenated blood returning from the body, passes it to right ventricle, which pumps it to lungs for purification. Thus, there is a double circulation. So this is the bird heart. It's showing two auricle, two ventricle. In auricle, there is a septum. It is called interauricular septum. In ventricle septum, it is called interventricular septum. Right auricle receives three veins, two precavals and one postcaval. Postcaval guarded by a valve, it is called eustachian valve. The right side auricle opens into the right ventricle by auriculoventricular aperture. It is guarded by tricuspid valve. Then left side auriculoventricular valve, it is called as a bicuspid valve, and opening is called aperture. The free end of valve, there is a presence of cord-like structure. It is called as chordae tendineae, which joins to the muscles. These are called papillary muscles. So ventricle is muscular. In right side, there is a complete impure blood, and left side there is a pure blood. So from left side, there is an opening of aorta, systemic aorta, which supply blood to the body, and right side there is a pulmonary aorta which supply to the lung. So this is the double circulation because oxygenated and deoxygenated blood is separated. Double circulation means there is a no mixing of oxygenated and deoxygenated blood at all. Such a heart is known as pulmonary heart. Sinus venosus is absent, being completely incorporated into the right auricle. Right auricle directly receives two precavals and postcaval. The union of sinus with the right auricle, in some cases, it is marked externally by a groove called sulcus terminalis and internally by muscular ridge called crista terminalis. Left auricle receives blood directly through pulmonary aorta, leaving the right ventricle for lungs, and single systemic aorta leaving the left ventricle. Blood from the walls of heart is brought to auricle by coronary sinus in the right auricle. The opening of sinus is guarded by valves called coronary valve or Thapsian valve. The interauricular septum is complete in adult, but fine depression fossa ovalis is present, which moves the site of foramen ovale. The fossa ovalis is surrounded by a prominent ridge, annulus ovalis. So this is the mammal heart. In the mammal heart, it is also divided into two auricle and two ventricle. And in between two auricle, there is a interauricular septum. In ventricle, interventricular septum. The right auricle receives this precaval vein and postcaval vein. So postcaval vein consisting valve eustachian valve. Left side, left auricle receives pulmonary vein, which carry pure blood from the lungs, and precaval and postcaval carry impure blood from the body. So auricle opens into ventricle by auriculoventricular aperture, and it is guarded by a valve. These are called tricuspid valve in right side, and in left side auricle opens into the ventricle guarded by a valve. It is called bicuspid valve. The ventricle is muscular. It's showing chordae tendineae and papillary muscles. So then comparison of the heart. Last time we discussed in frog, there is a sinus venosus opens into the right auricle. Pulmonary circulation opens into the left auricle. This open in between these two auricles, there is a interauricular septum. In ventricle, there is no septum. Ventricle muscular. Ventricle opens into the conus arteriosus, and this conus divided by spiral valve. Then in the reptiles, sinus venosus, it is formed by one postcaval, two precaval. Sinus venosus opens into the right auricle. Then pulmonary vein carry blood from the lungs, open into the left auricle. This auricle opens into the ventricle by auriculoventricular aperture, and ventricle right side there is an opening of pulmonary trunk and left aortic trunk, and in left side there is a right aortic trunk. Then in the crocodilian heart, there is a separation of auricle and also ventricle. The right auricle, there is a sinus venosus, left ventricle, there is a pulmonary vein. And in between this ventricle, there is interventricular septum. From the right ventricle, there is an opening of left aortic trunk and also pulmonary trunk. And from left ventricle, there is a right aortic trunk. But in between them, there is a hole. It is called foramina panniza. In the bird and mammal, there is a auricle and ventricle. These are completely separated. Auricle separated by interauricular septum and ventricle separated by interventricular septum. So pure blood and impure blood, these are separated. So sinus venosus is absent in the bird and mammal, and there are two precaval vein and postcaval vein directly opens into the right auricle. Right auricle then opens into the right ventricle. So there is a valve, it is called tricuspid valve, and right ventricle opens into the pulmonary trunk, which opens into the lungs. Then left auricle receives blood from the lungs, pure blood, which carry towards the left ventricle, and from this left ventricle carry towards the aortic trunk, then supplies to the all body part. So this is the comparison of the reptile and bird and mammals. So thank you. We complete this comparison of heart from fish, amphibia, reptile, birds and mammals. Thank you.